No. Hello and good day, geometry. We are starting Unit 3 with a PO17, applying triangle sum property. So this is something that we have talked about in the past, or you've had before, the different types of triangles and how to classify them by their sides and angles. So this will not take long, hopefully. But what is a scalene triangle? If your total triangle scalene, what is that? What information does that give you about the triangle? Aiden?
All the angles on the sides are different.
Right. So no equal sides, or no congruent sides. We'll put the symbol. No congruent sides. Get used to that. Remember the equal sign with the little wavy thing over it? That's the congruency symbol. It means the same as. So in a scalene triangle, no sides have the same measure. Okay. How about isosceles triangle? Two congruent sides. Okay? And also two congruent angles as well. So we'll put sides and angles for this one. How about equilateral? All congruent sides. All angles and sides are congruent. Okay? So when you classify a triangle by its sides, you have three options: scalene, isosceles, or equilateral. For angles, you've got four of them.
Wait, what's the line thing?
Congruent means the same as. Okay, we will use this symbol a lot in Unit 3 once we start proving triangles are congruent. What's an acute triangle?
Smaller than 90 degrees.
What is?
What angle?
All angles, yes. Acute triangle, all angles less than 90 degrees. All angles less than 90 degrees. How about a right triangle?
It's 90 degrees.
190.
One 90-degree angle. One 90-degree angle. How about an obtuse triangle?
One. An angle.
Wait.
Greater than 90.
Yes, one angle greater than 90 degrees. Okay? You can't have two angles that are greater than 90 degrees because that would not be a triangle, as we will talk about soon in the triangle sum theorem. Correct.
It wouldn't be, think about it.
Would not be a square, no.
It could be a square.
Not if it's greater than 90.
Not a square, it could be a rhombus.
Trapezoid, probably. And then equiangular,
Everything's equal.
all angles. Not only equal, but what more would we have to know about that? Congruent, what would all angles equal?
360.
180.
Sorry, what would each angle equal?
60.
60, okay. All angles, I say
All of them added up.
each angle is 60 degrees. We'll put that in the front. Each angle equals 60 degrees. And then, Jonas, please stop. Okay, each angle equals 60 degrees. Okay, so crash course triangles. I think back in we never had Math 6. We missed out on a good one. But back in there, we had a whole objective and a half on triangles, stuff like that. But there you go. Okay, triangle sum theorem. This says the interior angles of a triangle. Actually, I want to scoot this down a little bit before I write that, so I can get everything. It's fine, doesn't affect you at all. The interior angles of a triangle. Sum to what?
100.
The interior angles of a triangle sum to 180 degrees. Meaning that no matter what type of triangle you have, no matter how big, how small, if you've got angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3, because remember we can label angles with numbers as long as you don't put the degrees symbol there, Okay? So we have angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. This theorem tells us that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degrees. And the measures of the three angles will sum to 180 every single time.
Are you after today?
I am after today. Today and Thursday.
So I'm like,
Sure.
What's the proof? Like, how do they prove it?
I don't know the ins and outs of the proof, to be honest with you. But just accept it, Hugo. Or Google it later on. Evan, turn around, please. What does the word corollary mean? Anyone know? Corollary?
Close to.
They correlate.
Who said that?
Me.
That's going on your recommendation. That was impressive. How'd you know that?
It had a C in it.
Oh boy. Okay.
James, you have to.
So corollary does mean close to. It's kind of like related to it. And the corollary to the triangle sum theorem is that the acute angles of a right triangle sum to 90 degrees. Okay? The corollary to the triangle sum theorem says that the acute angles of a right triangle sum to 90 degrees. Because if you've got a right triangle, what do you already know about one of the angles? 90, right? And if the three angles of the triangle have to add to be 180, and one of them's already 90, that only leaves 90 degrees for angle 1 and angle 2, right? So it's saying, this is related to the triangle sum theorem because we know all three have to add to be 180. One of them in the right triangle has to be 90. The other two must add up to be 90 degrees there. You won't use this too often. Triangle sum theorem, you will star that one, okay? But the corollary, James, you can star that one because you nailed the definition there, but otherwise it doesn't get used all that often. Exterior angle.
Oh, I don't know what.
James.
It's on the outside.
It's outside. Okay, very good. Word exterior means outside. An exterior angle is an angle created by extending a side of a triangle. Okay? An exterior angle is an angle created by extending a side of a triangle. So, for example, we've got our triangle here. Okay? If I extend this base side out, right here, we'll call it angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and out here, angle 4 was created by extending that side out. Angle 4 is an exterior angle. My MB. My MB. Angle 4 is an exterior angle. It's an angle on the outside of the triangle that's been created by extending one of the sides.
you should give Steele a hard time tomorrow by just rank the tie, the maroon tie, and the crazy shirt, and then crazy pants, and then glasses.
Keep that in mind.
It was $1.
The exterior angle theorem is another one that you'll use very often. So star this one. Okay. The exterior angle theorem says that an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two non-adjacent interior angles. An exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two non-adjacent interior angles. Okay? Meaning that, again, if we've got our triangle here this time with an exterior angle kind of drawn in there, we've got angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and our exterior angle is angle 4. What this theorem tells us is that the sum of angles 1 and 2 will equal the measure of angle 4. Reading, not,
It's disorderly
Sounds like you're
conduct.
typing.
nope, that's just the sound of me getting my inbox.
But it's disorderly conduct.
My mom follows the same rules as her students. She doesn't have her phone on during
That's why she's a good teacher.
You should follow that. Not really. I heard that she's really strict and a lot of students don't like her. Good thing.
Okay, questions on this? Do you want to see a proof for this?
No.
Yes, I'm glad someone said yes.
I really-
Okay, so here's, that's why I put it over here in the corner, to get write a proof for this, why this actually works. Inspired by Hugo, who said, what's the proof behind the triangle sum theorem? I don't know the ins and outs. I do know the ins and outs for the exterior angle theorem. So we're going to start with our statements and our reasons here, okay?
Yes.
What we know,
Good. That's good.
okay, what we can state first is that angle 1, well, I'm going to put my 1 with a circle here. Hold on. There we go.
Yes.
Okay? We know that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degrees. How do we know that? That angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180 degrees.
The triangle sum.
It's in this. If we're trying to prove a theorem, we don't always start with a given statement because we have to use other theorems to get there, other geometric properties. But Hugo,
The triangle sum.
the triangle sum theorem, right? We just learned about that one. The triangle sum theorem. Okay. We also know.
We need to write this down.
Yes, I'm gonna make you write it down. Good call, Evelyn. Thank you. Thanks, Evelyn.
Nice.
Good work today. Okay. We also know that angle 3 plus angle 4 equals 180. How do we know that angle 3 plus angle 4 equals 180?
Begin with the sum of the two.
The line one, what's that called?
Linear.
Linear pair
Theorem.
Theorem.
postulate.
I'm just gonna.
Whoa.
Linear pair postulate. Okay? Now, we have angle 1.
Is it time?
Quiet, please. We have angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180. We also have angle 3 plus angle 4 is 180. So,
What are they gnarly, man?
can we say that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals angle 3 plus angle 4?
Yes.
Why?
Substitution.
There was that one.
Not substitution.
There's that one that everyone said.
Transitive.
Transitive property. Okay, we have 3 things being compared here.
Whoops.
So you have like.
Okay? If 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 180, and 3 plus 4 is 180, that means that 1 plus 2 plus 3 has to equal 3 plus 4. Okay? Now remember, our goal here was to prove that angle 1 and angle 2 equal angle 4. Can we do that?
Yes.
How?
You just cancel the 3's out.
Our 4th step is angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle 4, because as Huda said, we can just cancel out those 2 angle 3's. What allows us to do that? Subtraction property. You take away angle 3 from both sides, and we have that left. Okay? There you go. Hugo, satisfied?
Yep.
Very good. Evan,
What's the difference between a postulate and a theorem?
theorem carries more weight. Both are. It's kind of like if you were in court and you were trying to prove that someone broke into your house, and you have them on camera, but all you have is their voice, you say, you know, that sounds like Jim Bob from down the street there. That'd be like a postulate. If you got Jim Bob on video, that's a theorem. Right? Carries a little bit more weight. No, not saying it's not true.
But it could.
No, it is true. I mean, Jim Bob, he's very distinct. Like, you hear Jim Bob's voice, you know it's Jim Bob's voice. But video would be, Luca, turn on please. Video would be more, like, you can't argue that.
Theorem is like.
Chance.
But what's Jim Bob sound like?
Oh, you know, Jim Bob.
Wait,
Southern drawl.
I don't think Jim Bob sounds like that. You don't know who Jim Bob is.
This sounds like a not recorded story. Is what? You got one.
Yeah, the rest of this was a recording story.
Well, no, but I started it. Okay, questions on these definitions.
Which one do you put given? The postulate or the
So postulates,
Theorem.
Revolves around what you
Triangle
said.
sum theorem.
so
Yeah.
postulates can be proven wrong,
No, they cannot be.
but that would be.
No. Don't get that. Anyway, postulates cannot be proven wrong. Okay, find the value of the variable or variables. We have three diagrams here. The first one, we've got x, we've got 70, and we've got on the outside 2x minus 5. Again, we've talked about this. Geometry is all about relationships. What is the relationship or the equation? The relationship that you can make based on the information that you have here. Recognize what you have. Do you have all three angles of a triangle? Do you have an exterior angle? If you do, how do they all connect, Mario?
So angle J and L is equal to KN.
So Km is more of a segment. If you talk about angle J and angle L, this angle here, you call it angle, well, technically there are two angle Ks because I'm talking about this one or that one. So you'd have to say,
The angle K on the outside.
or x plus 70 equals 2x minus 5. Okay? You're on the right track, but you got to be pretty specific. And this would be a algebraic now, variables on both sides. You can move the x from the left to the right, leaving you with just one x over on the right. You can move the -5 to the left, giving you 75 over here. And so 75 equals x. Next one, you have a right triangle. What relationship can you set up with this one?
90 equals 2x plus x minus 6. Yes.
90 equals 2x plus x minus 6, because the correlation triangle sum theorem says that the two acute angles of a right triangle must sum to be 90, because then you include the right angle, and that will give you 180 in total. So this one, simplify a little bit first. We have 90 equals 2x, and x is 3x, minus 6. Add 6 to both sides. Whoop, not 23. Add that. 32. 32 is equal to x. Okay.
Alright.
And the last one, what is our relationship we can set up here? Look at what you have.
3x
What information are
plus
you
2
given,
equals
Luca?
exterior angle theorem.
So what relationship would that provide for us? And by relationship,
X plus 25
okay?
plus x plus 17 equals 3x plus 2.
Good. The two interior angles, x plus 25 and x plus 17, equal the exterior angle, 3x plus 2. So combine some like terms. On the left side, we have two x's, and we have 42. And on the right side, we have three x's and positive 2. Variables on both sides. Move our constant 2 to the left, that gives us 40. Move our two x's over to the right, that gives us just an x. And look at that, we're all done. X is 40.
What's your
What's the
homework?
homework?
What should the homework be today?
Nothing.
Your assignment.
Make a snowman!
Come on, we got a game
Make a snow angel!
Yes, and find the.
We got a game today. I don't want to do homework.
I have 24 hours.
Walk
To the
I
wall.
practiced tonight.
24-hour game.
Huh?
Luca,
I'm busy.
something more important.
On page 221.
That's not. I know it's not.
Who said they have a game night they're going to win by 60? Oh, that means they'll go to running time, so I have extra time for this. Good. 1 through 6.
1 through 6, guys. Sound the word.
Is that it?
17
Alright, good day.
through. No. 14 through 19.
No more comments. Oh my.
Hey, that's a rhyme.
21 through 26.
Wait, what?
It's just.
What is this?
It's
Guys,
like-
not
Okay,
that.
you're ready.
Wait, I'm in Howler
6,
Gracie. Oh my god.
12, 18 questions. And 15 minutes to work. You got plenty of time. Hey,
What page?
221.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that's how you math.